We are at the oldest continually operating stadium in the NFL as you get a look inside Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Today we kick off the new year with an NFC North matchup as it'll be the Detroit Lions taking on the Green Bay Packers. Two teams that have met at least twice a year since 1932. The Lions and Packers underway from Lambeau. And able to get this out to the 20.
On the set.
First carry for Josh Jacobs. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
10 set.
Play action this time with Love. This complete to the tight end, Tucker Kraft. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
Well, partner, that's the start that you want right there. And you know he spent the entire offseason throwing hundreds, I'd probably say thousands of passes, getting ready for that moment. The first throw of the new season. He's dreamed about it, thought about it, and now it's out of the way.
Yeah, 1 for 1. A lot more to go. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. 2 yards on the pickup there. And it'll be second down.
Gain 2 brings up second and 8 at the Lions' 40-yard line.
10 seconds down. Edo Brook, yellow. Grill green. Hut, hut.
They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's third down. They're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
Let's go now. Set, cut.
Now Love. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jacobs. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Here we go. 50, green. Ready.
To pass. Here's Jordan Love. And he takes a shot at the end of that play. Oh, trying to be bold on the opening drive of the game, but that effort, it proves futile.
How many times have we talked with coaches where they've talked about taking the emotion out of their decision-making? I think that opening drive, if he didn't have it in his head to go for it before, I think that keyed into it. They were doing so well, and he decided to really establish something there. They didn't get it. Now they've got to...
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Detroit. Jahmyr Gibbs, 66 yards. And the Lions are on the board here first in the season opener.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an early turnover. A sudden change situation, meaning ball's turned over. How's both sides going to handle it? One side handled it way better. They went right out on the field and put the ball in the end zone.
One play, that just added insult to injury.
Yeah, that just tells you on the defensive side, they didn't come out ready to go, still reeling from the fact that the ball got turned over.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
Okay,
About
ready?
set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you've got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
That's good for a Green Bay Packer.
Play fake. Here's Love. Out to his left. That's going to be caught downfield by Reed. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 27. On play action. Love to throw. Escaping the pressure right. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
Ready, set.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Love. Now they go screen. It's complete. Only a yard there. Sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up 3rd.
Brings up 3rd down.
Ready,
Facing some long odds here if they hope to convert, as they're well behind the original line of scrimmage.
Set. Set.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look back to throw. Flushed out right. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. A solid run of 11 there as he tucked it and ran, but he's still short of the marker at its 4th.
Well, it's not going to be a first down, but that's a nice job of picking up yardage on 3rd and long. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you, and in this case, it wasn't enough to pick up the first down.
And McManus had a little too much slice on it. It's no good, and this will stay at a 7-point game.
Boy, that's 3 points you really expect to have. That's nothing more than a lack of concentration to me, because an NFL kicker should make this kick in his sleep.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one. Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
So the completion good for 6 yards. And now that sets up 3rd and 2. Gibbs will try and pick it up. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll be a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away.
Fights off the defender. They'll score that a 36-yard punt. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they have to feel like they missed on an opportunity for points last time when they couldn't connect on that short field goal try.
And no doubt about it, because they were counting on those points. In today's NFL, let's face it, that's really a chip shot, right?
That's anything inside 40.
Yeah, they're counting on that going through the post. But we've seen it happen to teams before. Some of the best kickers in the world can miss kicks like that. Can they come back now and redeem themselves?
Down. Black, 95. Set, cut.
Here's Love. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Jacobs. 13 yards, first down, Packers.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His second catch in a row, first down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Back for the second quarter in Green Bay. It's the Packers in possession of the football as they've got it second down and 12.
Here we go. Yellow, 22. Ready.
Love. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down.
Oh, and that is incomplete. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Even though they didn't get it, probably the right call. Too long for a field goal and just not a whole lot to gain from a punt there.
Yeah, you wouldn't have really netted very much yardage if you pumped the ball, right? And the thing about a field goal, and you know this from so much experience, the longer the field goal, the lower it comes out off the kick, right? Which means it's got a better chance of being blocked. So you're taking a chance either way. I like the fact they went for it.
Operating from the gun, Leonard. And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Operating from the gun, Leonard. That's caught. It's Sam Laporta. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
First down, Detroit.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Over the middle and take it in by Laporta. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Second down and a little more than a yard here. Out of the gun, they'll give to Gibbs. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. 82 yards rushing for him in this first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener. Going back to Gibbs on first down. And they're knocking on the door now. There's a good run there. Going to take this to about the 10-yard line. So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. They'll go again with Gibbs. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Second and 10.
No gain on the play. Second and 10. The Packers' 10-yard line.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Intercepted. The Packers take over first and 10 at their own 7-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
Ready.
They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, first and 10.
Ready.
Following the interception, Love. Catch made by Watson on the out route. And a healthy gain of 8 here. They double their workspace out to the 16.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable second down.
Wide open receiver complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Good yardage after the catch as that play good for 30 and a first. Working out of the gun. Love. Now this aired out deep for Reed. And this is caught. And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down at the 2. So close. A chance for their first points of the season here as it's 1st and goal.
Here we go. Back.
Jacobs will score. Touchdown, Packers. Well, that was a quick drive. The passing game set it up, and then the running game finishes it off.
And how about how few plays it was to get it done? But they threw it downfield and then pounded it into the end zone. And as a former defender, I can tell you, it hurts just a little bit more when they run it into the end zone instead of throwing it.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line.
Leonard's pass intercepted. The Packers take over 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And just a couple yards there down to the 17. A 2nd and 7 with our score tied at 7, but they're planning to change that soon. Only question, will they get 3 or 6 out of it? Love from the gun. He'll get this underneath to Jacobs. And the Packers are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7.
Here we go. Here we go.
Here's Jacobs. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the 7-yard line.
Green, jack, yellow, 22, ready.
Throwing. Love. Buying time to his left. And it'll be intercepted. It's the linebacker, Alex Anzalone. And the Lions are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. The 20. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Jahmyr Gibbs. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Lions have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Mike Green, that is one that he will remember. His first career sack in his first career game in the National Football League.
3rd and 19.
Yellow. Ready, ready. 52 blue. Ready.
Love now. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Love looking to throw it. That's to Golden. He's got it right side. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Mega. Ready?
To throw now. Here's Love. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Love.
Now this thrown deep for Kraft.
And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
And that's where you want to use your big tight end. Let him use his size and frame to go up and get the deep ball in the end zone. But that time, they couldn't connect.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Yellow, 22.
Off the play fake, Love. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Touchdown, Packers. Matthew Golden with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Packers have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. McManus now for the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. Pushing his way through. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Dances by him. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down.
He gets this out wide to Gibbs.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a 1st down. Back to throw. Leonard.
Setting up the screen. This is Gibbs.
A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down.
He's had success running the football. This is more or less an extension of that because they drop it off to him on the screen. And I'll bet he's thinking to himself, if I didn't have to slow up a bit here in traffic, I could have really made something out of that one.
They'll look to throw again. Throw to St. Brown, complete on the left side. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 33. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
He's into space past the 25.
And down to the 16-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
What a drive. This has been just chewing up the yardage, and here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
Back to throw again. They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Looking to throw. Leonard.
And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
Maybe a little over-anxious in the pocket there. He just didn't look comfortable on that throw.
No, he didn't because it wasn't his normal fluid delivery. And I think you might have had it right. Wasn't really confident with what he saw downfield and almost felt like he wanted to pull that one back.
From the gun on third down.
Leonard. And that is too far out in front of his intended target. Incomplete. On fourth down, on is Jake Bates for the Lions field goal. Bates' kick is good.
And they take a 17-14 lead. Well, they don't get a touchdown here on the opening drive of the third quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you've motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
And he'll weave all the way up to just a few yards shy of midfield. A great return.
That strong return has set them up nicely for this drive, and we all know the next score is going to have a major impact on this game.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Now Love. He'll buy some time right. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. Play action this time with Love. On the move to his left. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Set, hut. 33, set.
To pass, here's Jordan Love. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away, and now it's third.
At this point in the second half, one mistake on a forced throw could doom your chances of a comeback, so that's the right call there to just throw that one away.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Love.
Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception.
Picked off by DJ Reed.
Down to the 10.
And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown.
Well, the defense obviously could not have drawn up a better start to the second half. They're holding on to that slim lead, just looking for a stop. Not only do they get the stop, Charles, they get the pick six.
Another example that life comes at you fast, doesn't it? One play ago, they were defending a slim lead coming out of the break. Now they're one more stop away from thinking about a possible put-away drive.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
Ready.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, give him 14.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Watch out now. Safety series. Here we go.
Here's Love. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Packers. Christian Watson, 56 yards. And the Packers have got it back to within a score. Now McManus to tack on the extra point. It's up and good, and this now becomes a 24-21 ball game. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. He takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. They'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv and you run into a tough crowd.
Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
Even in today's NFL, when we think of the tight end position now as really a glorified wide receiver, we're still asking a lot of those guys. They have to block as well, and every now and then, they don't come down with the football.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw.
That's to the tight end, Laporta. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
First down, Lions.
First down, here's the run to Montgomery. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Just need a yard here, 2nd and 1. Now a give to Gibbs, running left.
They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
And the ball is knocked out. And the Packers pick it up. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. And that one coming on his opening carry of the season. Do you give him a mulligan?
You would like to, but this game counts. If this were preseason, he'd get a mulligan. But this is for real, so not expecting that at all. Got to find a way to take care of it. I'm sure he'll get other opportunities.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
2nd and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Come on, set.
Love. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Love. Forced out to his left. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. On now is the Packers punter, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Good push from the offensive line, and they've done well so far to build this lead. Now they've got to get things to the finish line. And that's a solid pickup there to begin the drive.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Off play action. Leonard. St. Brown making the catch on the out route. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 1st down Detroit, 16 yards on the pickup. Off the play fake. Leonard. Quick hitter here. It's complete. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that'll make it 2nd down.
So a nice throw there. And, CD, I'd have to think you've been impressed with what you've seen thus far here in his debut.
Now, you know me well. I have been impressed because what I've seen is him starting to understand how to play the game in a short amount of time. The dazzling plays, they'll come with experience. But right now, we're seeing him handle the game, make all the smart plays, and the right reads.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And it'll be touchdown here, but not before he does pick up the first. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling. Some good games around the league here early in week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
And he's got this pretty close to a 1st down as the tackle is made at the Packers' 35. The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches. Back to the ground, this time Montgomery. And he is going to have the Lions' 1st down, at least at first glance, as they spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
1st down, Lions.
first down. They run again. Here's Montgomery. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second.
They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. Great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down. They'll try the middle with Montgomery. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
At the 14-yard line.
70 Lions.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Throw left side, caught by Laporta. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Sam Laporta from 13 yards out. And the Lions get an important score there to extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. So they get their tight end away from the line to the outside, and he works his way in for 6.
Tight ends are not just blockers anymore. I don't know how many more times we need examples, but here's a great one. Gets to the outside, they give him the ball pretty quickly, and they trust him to get those extra yards, and boy, did he come through, bowling his way into the end zone after the nice catch.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
Here we go.
Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's first and 10.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Working out of the gun. Love. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Packers. Christian Watson. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Packers have made it a 1-score game again here in the fourth. Extra point from McManus is good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. Their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Now it looks like he'll throw here.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that is too far out in front. He couldn't haul it in. Incomplete.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he was fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
And here's a big one now. Try to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They go ahead and snap it. Gone. That is intercepted. Picked up by Quay Walker. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Oh my, how the tables have turned now. They were trying to salt this one away, but that interception, potentially a game changer.
And I just got to think to myself, at this point of the game, I know you've been aggressive. I know that's your MO, and that's fine. And all those teams that talk about all gas, no brakes, you better have the emergency lever to pull occasionally. They could have used it right there. They put themselves in a tough spot with that interception.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now.
Yellow, 22. Ready?
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Here comes 2nd down at 5.
Here we go, set. Hut, hut.
Jacobs going to try the middle. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside.
Here we hut.
Here's Love.
Throw left side complete. That's Jacobs. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18.
Partner, you got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here.
McMahon is on for the field goal. A 35-yard attempt.
The kick by McManus is good. And they will tie this game here in the final seconds. So a money kick there in the final seconds. And now, barring any hijinks on the kickoff here, partner, I think you and I, we're going to settle in for a little overtime.
And I wouldn't have it any other way. This has been a dogfight all through regulation. No reason to think it won't continue in the extra period.
This is 1st and 10.
Throwing to start the drive. Leonard. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
And here in overtime, a quick reminder, the game no longer ends following an offensive touchdown on the opening drive. Both sides will have the chance to possess the ball unless there's a defensive touchdown. In that case, the game will end right there. So conditioning going to be a factor here. Who can hold up to the test? It's overtime here in week 1. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they get the ball first here in this overtime period. Remember, even if they score a touchdown, it's not over. There's always a chance to go and score a touchdown the other way, but they can certainly get a leg up with a solid drive here. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Love from the gun. That one to Reed, and it is caught on the dive. 17 yards on the play there as the Packers have the first down as well.
And that's how you throw for a whole heap of yards in a game. You get efforts like that from your receivers. How about him laying out?
Quarterback look a whole lot better. On first down, it's Lloyd. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. Got the defense on their heels. 2 first downs in a row, and now a pickup of 8.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive. Last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle. And oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
We'll play only the one overtime here. If time runs out, it'll be a tie as they come up on second down.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays. They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. That is caught. Touchdown. They strike first here in overtime. It's been quite the game for him individually. A trio of touchdown catches now.
So pick a route, any route. Whatever you want him to run, he's going to do it and do it well and end up in the end zone. This has really been fun to watch.
McManus's point after is good. And they will take a 7-point lead. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. To Montgomery to begin the drive. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Here's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Leonard. Oh, short pass here taken in by Laporta. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're in OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust and you know are going to make the plays. What they say, it's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmies and the J's.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Back-to-back completions, and that puts them in enemy territory.
And we're always looking for that elusive term momentum, aren't we? And I think they're building it with the back-to-back completions. Now they feel like they can either take a shot or continue to build it the way that they're doing now. Safe throws, get it to their playmakers, and see what happens.
Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll be down to just one remaining as we step aside here in overtime. Again, he'll drop to throw. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. They couldn't get anything going there out of the right side in the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
Well, it looked like they marched to the end zone. Has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Back to throw. Leonard. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And I don't think he got there. No. He's short by maybe a foot. Maybe. Call it 4th and inches. He'll try and run for it. And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain.
So a win.